Tonight on Debbe Dunning's Dude Ranch Roundup, we're in Wyoming at one of the best stops in Jackson Hole, Goosewing Ranch. And this week, we camp in style, ride through big sky country, and have a unique swim that takes some true grit. We're starting right now. Welcome to Debbe Dunning's Dude Ranch Roundup. This week, we're in the shadow of the Grand Tetons of Goosewing Ranch in Jackson Hole, Wyoming. This beautiful property sits at 7,400 feet in the wild country, a perfectly isolated retreat along the Grovan River Valley. Goosewing marks the entry point of the protected, pristine wilderness, bordered by the Bridger Teton National Forest. Surrounded by 3 distinct mountain ranges, any direction you look offers a vivid and breathtaking view. This ranch is totally off the grid, working hard to leave a small footprint on the surrounding environment. From growing organic food to making their own biodegradable fuel, this place is green in more ways than one. And at the heart of it is Amy Worster, ranch manager and our host for the week.
Well, Debbie, welcome to Goosewing. We're happy to have you here this week.
Thank you. Sorry we couldn't be here last year. I know you were on the schedule, but, you know,
that's okay.
Things happen, but the place is beautiful right now.
Well, we're glad you're enjoying it so far, and we have a lot planned for you this week.
This is beautiful how the river's running right through your property.
Absolutely. This is part of Breakneck Creek that comes down through here and feeds our pond and our irrigation system. We try to really be self-sufficient here. We're 100% off the grid. We are. We have generators that power the ranch, our own water source up here.
How many acres is this?
So Goosewing is just over 50 deeded acres.
Okay.
We're sitting inside the Bridger Teton National Forest, and the Grand Teton National Park is just west of us here. And Goosewing was originally homesteaded in the early 1900s. And what's interesting is that homesteaders were actually coming from the east, of course. And so the Grovant corridor was homesteaded before Jackson. And so there's a lot of these ranches here that were homesteaded well before the town of Jackson was established.
Right. Wow. Like almost every other ranch, Amy and her husband Randy met here as wranglers and fell in love. Today, they run the ranch together with their son Jack. Why did you choose dude ranching?
Well, it's a very unique industry. I feel that it's near and dear to my heart. I came out here young like everyone else, looking to explore. Met my husband out here and fell in love with the area, fell in love with sharing this experience with others, watching the joy in their face as they get to see these beautiful views out there which surround us everywhere.
Oh, I'm blown away.
Sharing my love for horses, and then also pulling in just the traditional hospitality side of things. So just sharing all of that with our guests and letting people come somewhere to disconnect.
Yeah.
You know, the world is busy. We all have busy lives. But here at Goosewing, you just get to let that go, reconnect with your family, find out what's really important, and have a chance to make memories together. And there's nothing that bonds a family more than having these experiences.
Whether you're a camper, a glamper, or just want to be pampered, Goosewing has something for you. This week, we'll be staying a few miles up the mountain in the backcountry. You have all of this, and then you have a whole other site that's Goosewing, but it's glamping.
Yes.
And it's up in the mountain somewhere, and I guess that's where you're putting me this week?
Absolutely. We have you about 4 miles up this way at the Goosewing Rendezvous.
Okay.
So we're pulling in that French theme, and we've got the French trapper influence here, so we like that rendezvous, that French feel. But the glamping site is also self-sustainable, solar powered, spring water fed.
No way.
And we have replica Conestoga wagons up there that you'll be staying in, and they're really
like a stagecoach?
Yeah.
No way.
They're really cool.
This sounds amazing.
So the G in glamping is for glamorous camping.
Okay.
So it's going to be a little bit rustic, but there's going to be some glamour involved as well.
The Goosewing Rendezvous is glamour camping at its finest. From the plush covered wagon sleeping quarters and spring-fed private bathrooms to a personal chef and UTVs for each guest, this is the modern frontier lifestyle I can live with. We arrived today just in time to get settled in and have dinner by the campfire. Our personal chef whips up a delicious meal of steak and potatoes before we hunker down for the night.
Now, you guys realize you have to be down here at 5 o'clock in the morning with me to start breakfast, right?
Tomorrow, we're going to be taking our utility vehicles for a ride even further up the mountain for a better look at this majestic landscape. So, we're going to need a good night's sleep. Somehow, I don't think that will be a problem. We've got a lot to do this week, so don't move. We'll be right back, right here on Debbe Dunning's Dude Ranch Roundup. It's always so fun to take a ride into the hills for a panoramic view of the surrounding landscape. Here at Goosewing Ranch in Jackson Hole, Wyoming, each guest gets their own personal UTV. So, after a hearty breakfast, Amy's going to drive me up and show me around. Okay, so the cool thing is, even though you're with a group, you're still independent. I mean, everybody gets their own UTV, and you can kind of explore.
Absolutely, you're still in the wild, but we want you to have a unique experience, an authentic experience, and these allow you to get out and see what you want to do.
Yeah. Well, I'm really enjoying it. The scenery is like no other. Every time I go to another ranch, I'm blown away.
It never gets old.
No, it doesn't.
So every time the clouds change, the sun is a different way, a different day. It's always something unique.
It's a pretty nice office you're holding there, Amy.
We're going to keep it. We like it.
Wow, up here we have a 360-degree view of several different peaks and forest all around us.
So yeah, this is a great spot to have a 360-degree view of different mountain ranges. Really cool. Look back over here. You've got Lava Mountain and the Pinnacle Peaks. You've got the Wind River Mountain Range off this direction, and a great opportunity to kind of spy some wildlife from down below.
Yeah, if you saw any movement, you would see it here. All these trees that have fallen down, is that from a past fire?
Yeah, this was the fire that came through in 1992. And so, yeah, it burns through. This is new growth. And what's really interesting about these trees is they have a serotinous cone, which means they need heat to germinate. So when that fire comes through, the sap inside that cone boils. It splits the cone open and it naturally reseeds the forest. So all of these young trees, which are not that young, are new growth from after that fire.
Yeah. But that's part of the ecosystem. I mean, as tragic as a fire is, it has to happen. This is just life, and
it is. It keeps a healthy forest.
Yeah, it really does.
So it is a positive thing.
Back at the ranch, the guests are doing a little skeet shooting. It's a beautiful day, and the sun is shining. And down here by the river, it's a beautiful spot to just hang out for a couple hours. I've done this many times, but it always feels good to have someone on hand to make sure that each guest handles their firearm properly and not to put anyone's eye out. Of course, it always helps when you keep your eyes open.
Did I get it?
No, you got it.
I did?
Oh, my eyes were closed.
All right.
All right. Who's next?
Now, fly fishing is a major Dude Ranch pastime. It's a great way just to be still and take it all in, while still doing some fun and engaging activity. Our fishing guide Tyler takes us to a perfect spot downstream. I like to fish.
Oh, okay, good. Then you'll hate this.
Why? It's a little different.
Yeah, it's a very...
A little different.
It's probably one of the more frustrating ways to fish. You're at the mercy of the wind. Most of the time, you'll just be untangling stuff.
I'm just glad to see you battling the wind first, because I would have thought, oh, I'm terrible.
Yeah.
You're terrible.
I am terrible. I am terrible.
No, you're not. No, but it's the wind, and now I'm realizing it's not going to just be me. But I was like, wow, that's some strong wind. Even though fly fishing techniques never change, what does change are the flies you are using. Good fishermen know that, but to get the best results, you have to design each fly to look like the bugs and insects native to the area.
Right now I'm using a Luna Negra, which is just this little six-legged foam-looking bug.
Okay.
They're really good in August because they look like a lot of stuff that you would find on the water this time of year. It might... Oh, there. Oh! There's one.
You got a baby?
Yeah.
A tiny little one? That was fast. Look how little he is. Oh, he had a big bite coming. Look at that. Oh, it's okay, little guy.
The Grand Tetons peek over the hillside across the river, reminding us that we are in one of the most beautiful and sought-after pieces of property in the country. The last time we were in Jackson Hole, it was to visit a ranch that today now belongs to Kanye West, just a few miles down the road. This country is absolutely pristine, and it's easy to see why Jackson Hole hosts over 2.6 million visitors a year. When we come back, we take a horseback ride through the sagebrush, have a nice cold swim, and join in a unique ranch tradition. And I got to admit, it's a new one on me. So don't go anywhere. We'll be right back on Debbe Dunning's Dude Ranch Roundup. Wayne has been at Goosewing Ranch for about 12 years. He's a former Marine and serves as head wrangler here. Wayne is a true blue cow camp horseman and spends most of his time roughing it up out here in the mountains. You prefer living in the glamping sites as opposed to living down at the cabins, correct?
I do.
Why is that?
Well, we got a little bit more freedom here than down there, and it's just when you get to wake up to this every morning.
Doesn't get old, does it?
No. There's all kinds of birds up in here.
Oh, yeah?
You have the eagles, which are the osprey, the balds, and of course the golden being the largest, osprey the smallest in North America. We have falcons and hawks. We have red-tailed and red-winged hawks, and of course we have the peregrine falcon, which is the fastest falcon on the planet.
Why is that the fastest?
Well, at dive they can reach 240 miles an hour, which is terminal velocity.
Oh my gosh. So that's like fastest in the world.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh my goodness. Now we're headed up into the long Cowboy Hills, which will take us to yet another beautiful vista view of the Bridger Teton National Forest. The aspen trees are absolutely gorgeous, and believe it or not, were specifically useful to Native Americans.
You know, a grove of aspen trees is considered one of the largest living organisms in the world due to the fact that the way their root systems are.
Is that right?
You have one aspen tree growing, then you got more aspen trees growing off of that root system, and more aspen trees growing off of that root system, and so on. Now, if you rub your hand on there, you'll get a white chalky. The Native Americans actually use that as sunscreen.
Oh, really?
Yes, ma'am.
I've never heard that. It has been such a joy to be talking to Wayne. He is a fountain of information. He loves his country so much, and he just can't stop sharing with me everything he knows. I love it. Next up, Amy has some water activities lined up for us, so we're gonna hop in the UTV and head down to the river. Katerina is one of the beautiful wranglers here. She loves riding her horse out here in the open plains and is going to join us today to take our horses for an afternoon swim. This is going to be interesting.
So really leaning forward, squeezing with your thighs, and grabbing up high with the mane.
Okay.
Because if you grab with your reins, you're not allowing them to use their head to balance.
Okay.
So it's hard not to be focusing on pulling back on these reins. Make sure you're pulling on the mane up here.
Got it.
So if we can just get you guys into some of these deeper holes,
Okay.
let's not, it's a little chilly.
Yeah.
Let's not fully immerse ourselves.
Yeah, I'm not into chilly stuff. I'm from Miami.
Woohoo, okay, this is a new one for me, and the horses love it. And sometimes they get a little carried away, but Katerina handles herself like a champ. That was a close one.
This is my job. Beautiful.
We decided to bring some inner tubes down with us, just in case we might want to take advantage of a float for a while.
Okay. Okay. All right. Here we go. Oh my goodness. It's chilly. It's pretty relaxing though.
This valley the river flows through offers tremendous views of the area, as well as a bit of history. This old homestead has been here for a very long time, and I'm pretty sure the view has not changed a great deal. I have to say, if I was looking for a place to set up my homestead, I'd have picked the very same spot. It's perfect. When we come back, we're going to head down to the main lodge for a fancy dinner, and we're going to try our luck in a unique ranch tradition. So don't move. We'll be right back on Debbe Dunning's Dude Ranch Roundup. It's our last day here at Goosewing Ranch in Jackson Hole, Wyoming, and I haven't even been to the pool yet. So Amy, Jack, and I are gonna head down for a little R&R to wrap things up. Well, tonight is the big final night for everyone, so we put on a little fancier clothes and head down to the main lodge for a beautiful dinner.
The menu is, we got braised beef brisket, we got fried chicken, we got corn on the cob, Dutch oven potatoes, smoked Gouda mac and cheese, little sweet corn cakes with honey butter.
I gotta say, this is quite a change from the dinner at the Rendezvous. There are plenty of delicious wine selections to choose from, lots of yummy foods, and first-class service all the way.
It's so good. And this is just happy hour.
I feel like I just stepped out of the pioneer days and into the 21st century. These chefs have the system down pat. They cook everything inside and carry it out for the final touches before serving it up. We have plenty of opportunity to catch up with the other guests, many of whom we haven't even met because we've been so active this whole week.
They have a little tradition here where you have to ride the stick pony.
Yeah, but I'm not. No.
She wants to be featured riding
No,
the
I
stick
really
pony.
don't. No,
We'll
no,
get
no,
to
no.
you.
Oh, no, please don't.
Games, dog tricks, and plenty of good company. Not exactly roughing it tonight.
Tonight we are privileged to host the Teton County World Championship Cow Chip Toss. You really want to partake in this and you want to excel, you want to win.
Now it's time for this official ranch tradition, the cow patty toss. Yep, you heard that right. We're picking up poop.
First you pick your weapon,
First you pick your poop.
all right? Then we have two starting lines. We have the one further back for adults, the one up forward for children, and you take your missile and you pitch it toward that yellow line down there. Similar to a golf tournament hole-in-one, okay, or closest to the pin. So you're throwing it toward that yellow line where it drops, not where it lands. Then we measure that distance from the yellow line, and that's your score. Low score wins. You can choose your ammunition here.
Look, that's my souvenir from Goosewing.
And we'll be ready to go. I have the official measuring tape.
These guests come from all over the world to get a great taste of Western lifestyle. What better means to introduce them to the American way of life than handling, well, a load of bullcrap.
77 inches.
I'm going with a more of a moist, heavier piece of dung. Oh gosh, I think I'm up. I don't even know how to grip this. All right. I have no idea how to do this.
Pretty good.
Not terrible.
Not terrible.
I know how to throw my poopy around.
Oh, really? Seriously? That's why she waited. That's gotta be the winner.
Must be close.
I'm not kidding.
A gold-plated cow pie.
I would like to donate it to the Goosewing Ranch.
In place of that, we have for you a Goosewing belt buckle. All cheers.
That is badass.
Goosewing was a really fun blend of genres. Sleeping in covered wagons and riding horses one day, then dressing up and drinking fine wines the next. There are few places in the country that can match the beauty and spectacular views around Jackson Hole, Wyoming. Goosewing Ranch is a perfect blend of rugged hospitality, deluxe frontier living, and modern comfort. That's it for us this week. We're going to spend the rest of our night sharing stories around the campfire. I hope you can do the same. Be sure to join us next week on Debbe Dunning's Dude Ranch Roundup. When you're ready to book your Dude Ranch vacation, visit our website for more information. And don't forget to tell them you saw it right here on Debbe Dunning's Dude Ranch Roundup.